Welcome back to 23-Minute Reads with me, Maya D. This is kind of like my virtual book club because in these 5-minute or so videos, I share with you my takeaways from my current reading. Right now, that is Dance We Do by Ntozake Shange. As a part of my 23 to 23 challenge, I'm reading 23 minutes per day, every day as an action of self-love, as an investment into myself, and as a way of providing myself with some consistency in an ever-changing world. Hoping that you will join me along in this journey by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and dropping some comments down there in that comment section so that there's an actual dialogue going on. Having in mind that while I have several decades of experience as an educator, performer, and researcher, I'm not the know-all be-all for this book. I'm simply providing a space for dialogue. Well, this week I read pages 99 through the end, and here are my 3 takeaways. Let me get my notes. Takeaway number 1 is business. Writing grants, marketing online, development, project managers, and calendars. Davaloy Fearon speaks to the business of running a business. As a creative, this can be unattractive and overwhelming at times, but understanding these steps, understanding that back end, that production, that creative process is the only way that we creatives can continue to move towards mutually beneficial experiences. That's a hangover from the last week. But you know, I like consistency. Takeaway number 2 is cultural workers. The quote reads, "I don't have the money, I can't solve this issue," and then it snapped in my brain that I have danced. Fearon goes on to explain her process to Shange, and Shange compares this process to that of the cultural workers of Cuba. Lived experience combined with research-informed process used to create pieces that both satisfy your desire to create while bringing awareness to an issue. I guess this idea of cultural workers, cultural ambassadors is not something that's new to me, but it seems in reading this portion of the book that in other communities this idea of research-informed production of process is taught a little earlier in your journey as a creative, and a staple, a mandatory thing, or an expected thing. As an educator, I accept this as a reminder to introduce this research-informed process building to my dancers earlier in their creative stages or earlier in their process to becoming an artist. Takeaway number 3 is void. In the foreword, Renee Charlot writes, "Writing and publishing this book was the utmost importance to Ntozake, mainly because she felt it was so needed. Currently, there is a lack of literature that chronicles the contributions of Black professional dancers, and Ntozake wished to fill that void. This book is a step towards filling that void, as it adds additional names that we can speak of when we talk about Black excellence. I especially love the glossary section because it offers terms that live in the world of dance culture and that of Black culture. This book is an inspiring look into the perseverance, the determination, and the poetic beauty of Ntozake Shange. This book and its interviews were not finished during her time of passing. There were several interviews that were on the calendar that had yet to happen. And I look at this as a way to begin filling that void, but an understanding that the work is still to be done. The work is still to be done. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. Remember to like. Remember to subscribe. Remember to drop some comments down there in that comment section because I'm looking for new books. Like I said, I got to the end of this one. Remember to stay blessed, spread a good word, and I'll see you again next week with a new book. Take care.